Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of the Hoodie and Headband podcast show. I'm your co-host. I'm your co-host Bryce B. Dub Warner. Hoodie, not Hoodie. I did it again. Headband B. Dub.
Hoodie right here.
Yeah, the Headband B. Dub.
Tariq was out.
Tariq,
Y'all see it.
I do see it indeed.
The discourse around my guy's name has been fucking crazy lately. That's how we starting the show. The discourse around this man right here, Dwayne Tyrone Wade, has been crazy lately. That's all I'm gonna say.
I was gonna ask how you doing, but hey, you can go ahead, my boy. That man said he upset.
First of all, Mr. Paulithan Pierce.
Paulithan Pierce?
Yes, that's his name now. Who are you? And I don't mean it in the direct term, like, oh my God,
like Paul Pierce.
But Paul Pierce, when it comes to Dwayne Wade, y'all not even in the same category. Like what are we doing? Top 3 shooting guard all time. Top 3, solidified Jeff Teague. Not even. I ain't even get to you yet. Solidified Jeff Teague. Solidified. Top 3 shooting guard all time. And nobody else is close. I'm not hearing dribble. I'm not hearing it. Because like Kev said, shout out to Kev, he said, if Michael Jordan, Dwayne Wade, or Kobe had the type of freedom with the ball that James Harden had, you don't think they doing the same type of shit?
Hello.
We've already seen Mike and Kobe do it.
I say Mike and Kobe did it with the restrictions that they had. Not even restrictions, but just being that they ran a certain offense that was still catered toward them and them not having the ball as much as James Harden had the ball in his hands. Come on, now what are you talking about? Put Kobe in the open gym. Put MJ in the open gym. Give him 4 scrubs.
It's a cook session.
He's gonna work.
It's
a game of 16. They score 16
every time.
I mean, games is 2, but it's different. Listen, like Meek Mill once said, it's levels to this.
That's perfect. Mr. Paul Pierce, levels to this shit. All right. You with Melo, Paul George, Tracy, you in that conversation because you're not even a top 5 small forward all time. Like,
I wouldn't put him in the same category as Melo. I wouldn't.
You think Melo better or he better?
I think Melo's better.
Well, you said that kind of. So hold on. You think Melo better, but you thought he had some valid points about being better than Dwayne Wade?
No. I'm not saying valid points of being better than Dwayne Wade, but he did have some validity in what he said. He said, if I got the same chances he got, I might be regarded as, better than what I am today. Not better than D Wade, but better than what I am today. That's what I thought he was saying. But he was saying, I'm better than D Wade. No, you're not, sir.
That's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear you say. That's what you need to say on Twitter. We wouldn't have no discourse.
Yeah, we argued for no reason. I told you, I was like, we're literally agreeing.
But you know how I am about D Wade. I'm not hearing nothing that nobody else got to say. If it ain't saying.
I really hope you meet with D Wade one day because you go hard for D Wade.
Her too. You already know how.
I know. I hope you meet both
her. And her. You know how I get.
Your big three.
You say anything about these 3 is smoke. I don't care. I don't care if you was like, oh, they might not what? Might not want you to shut the fuck up. How about that? No, look.
Anyway,
we're not gonna do the thing where we like, oh, Dwayne Wade had better teammates because 04, my boy took his team to the playoffs, won a series. Who was the second best player?
Who?
I know. 05, we got Shaq. Shaq was great. I mean, I know.
I don't think you had the answer. Like, I thought you was ready to tell me who was the second best player on Miami Heat.
I mean, I know who it was, but that's besides the point. It wasn't nobody that mattered. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it was
05, 06 though.
Was it not Eddie Jones?
I would think so.
In 04. I don't know. It don't matter. He was hitting game winners in the playoffs. 05. Shaq was great. Could have been MVP that year. 06, D Wade, far and away. Like I told Bryce earlier, Jason Williams, old. Antoine Walker, old. James Posey, old. Alonzo Mourning, old. Gary Payton, old. Shaq, old.
But they had a young Udonis Haslem.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't.
I'm just saying. I'm shining a light on UD. They had a young Udonis Haslem who was a good part of that team.
You know I love Udonis. I've hyped up Udonis. Damn near every NBA episode we've had.
I rock with Udonis. Listen. It's always respect coming from me when it comes to Udonis.
That's cool. Now,
we just didn't agree with some parts.
We had Shannon Anderson and Michael Doliak on the team. If you played NBA Live 06, they were the two worst players on the.
What was the first name you said? I remember Doliak.
Shannon Anderson was a 49 on NBA Live 06.
Shannon Anderson.
See? You don't even remember. It was a bald head dude. It looked like Ray Allen, but it wasn't Ray Allen. For sure wasn't Ray Allen because he was cheap. So was Michael Doliak. All right. So, 06, that boy came back from down 0-2 against the Dallas Mavericks, beat the Pistons. Before that, Paul Pierce. You put Paul Pierce on that team, they win a championship? No, they're not. They're not. 07, D-Wade was injured. 08, he battled injuries. They end up losing in the playoffs to Atlanta. That's fine. 09 came back, went crazy. Should have been MVP, but they gave it to LeBron because his team won 60 games. Who cares? 2010, ran into the Celtics, who had KG, Paul Pierce, Rajon Rondo, and Ray Allen. 4 All-Stars now. 4. D-Wade didn't say, oh, well, I would beat them if they didn't have blah, 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 blah. And he said, all right, cool. I'm going to bring my boys, and we're going to run this. So, Paul Pierce said, hey, if I had those, if you swap Dwayne Wade and Paul Pierce in 2011, who wins the championship? The Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics. Like, Dwayne Wade is just a better player than Paul Pierce. Like, it's not even, like, what are we even doing? He's a better three-point shooter than Dwayne Wade. What else? What else? He's not a better defender. Not a better scorer. Not a better playmaker. Like, not a better athlete. Like, what is he better at? Now, did Paul Pierce ever even make an Olympic team? A fucking World Cup team? So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Why are we having this conversation with a dude that never even sniffed an Olympic team? Richard Jefferson made one. Paul Pierce never even sniffed an Olympic team. A World Cup team. And we talk about him and D-Wade. What are we doing? What are we doing? Now, let me say this. Paul Pierce was a great player. All-time great. I wouldn't say all-time great. One of the best players ever played. Did he even make top 75?
Huh?
Paul Pierce ain't make top. Did Paul Pierce make top 75?
I don't think so.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, I don't remember.
He thought he should have been on that team instead of D-Wade? I was about to give him some love, but hold on. Nigga not even top 75. That nigga not better than Scotty. He not better than Ron, Larry Bird, George Gervin, James Worthy. Who? He better than Reggie?
No,
Give me Reggie.
Reggie was top 75, wasn't he?
Like, Dr. J? What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? He was better than Sean Marion, for sure. He was better than Sean Marion, for sure. Michael Finley, yeah. That's more his competition right now. Let me stop. That's disrespectful a little bit. But let me just say this. Paul Pierce was a great player. He been saying some wild shit. He said LeBron wasn't top 5 all time. Motherfucker just got on ESPN and was just saying whatever. Clearly, as you can see from the IG line, that nigga not all the way there. He be just on some wild shit sometimes. Like Rashawn McCants the other day.
They had a live stream for the finals. Do you see that video where they had a live stream for the finals?
Yes.
And he was treated like he was a regular kickback with the boys.
And KG like, bro, what are we
KG the
doing?
whole time was like, bro,
KG of all people.
we on stream. He said, yeah, but we got to tap in
I
with.
don't even know what that means.
He's like, huh? And he's like, oh, we're live. That man took the shades off. He said, oh, we're live.
No. I got two more things to say about this entire Dwayne Wade thing.
Okay.
One of them is not D-Wade related. But some people just can't talk basketball, and that includes players that play professionally. Because Rashad McCants, hold on. Rashad McCants saying that Greg Popovich ain't a good coach, but then turn around and fucking just fighting for Bo's life. Like, he didn't get a chance. They could play 20 minutes a game this year. What you mean?
Bobo been on the league for like 4 years, right?
Somebody didn't get a chance.
That's more than a chance, in my opinion.
Like, Brandon Jennings said, he literally got drafted, bro. He got a chance. He got drafted. He got drafted in the second round. He got a chance. Like, but, you know, some people just can't talk basketball. Now, I'm here to Jeff T. Funny dude. But when you start to talk about James Harden being better than Dwayne Wade, what are we even talking about here? What are we actually talking about?
And I don't agree with that either, but I didn't see that. If he did say that, that's probably his first miss. His first
miss a lot of shots.
No, I'm not. I'm saying as a podcaster. I'm saying as a podcaster. No, because the story. Listen, no, because he got some funny stories, bro. Like the story he talked about how he crossed his brother up and dropped him.
That was something.
But he smoked the layup. But like, yo,
smoked it. Come on now, that's peak Jeff T.
Yeah, and just smoked the layup.
Like, oh, he nice, and then he do that, and he like, is he though? That's Jeff T. That's Jeff T. This is like Monte Ellis. This is like Monte Ellis saying that he was in the same category as Dwayne Wade. You remember that?
No.
In 2011, was it 2011 we played them in the playoffs? It was either 2011 or 2012 we played Milwaukee in the playoffs. Monte Ellis said, I'm in the same category as Dwayne Wade. I'm just as good as he is. He's just on a better team. I'm really tired. I'm really, really tired of the disrespect of these two people right here. Her too, but mainly these two.
50,000
because this woman right here played a whole season, gave her a whole season on a broken fucking foot. It was giving your people the business. But they was like, oh, she ain't really doing shit.
I'm gonna just let
on a fractured foot, she was giving your favorite player the work.
This is the hoodie with
him? He got 3 of them things. He got 3 of them. He. I don't want to hear no, oh, LeBron. Let's not do that.
Okay, chance.
Because I know y'all watched the 2011 finals. Who would have been the finals MVP if LeBron didn't stink it up in the fourth quarter of every game? That man right there. Are they winning them chips without that man right there? Fuck no. Stop playing with me. Stop. Y'all gonna get me pissed off because the way they talk about Dwayne Wade after his career is crazy to me. Like the disrespect, I'm just not here for it. All right, I'm not here for it. Top 3 shooting guard all time, top 20 all time. Paul Pierce not even in that fucking realm, not even in the conversation. He not even top 50. So the fact that he keeps putting Dwayne Wade's name in his mouth, honestly, it seems a little obsessive. It sounds real Mariah Carey-ish and Eminem. Why are you so obsessed with me? Because that's really what it is at this point. Because Paul Pierce talks about Dwayne Wade way more than Dwayne Wade talks about Paul Pierce. And that's like, what? Fucking, I don't know. Never. Because who wants to talk about Paul Pierce?
We really talk about Paul Pierce.
Outside of talking about Paul Pierce. Respect.
Time, yeah.
Like, who wants to spend their time talking about Paul Pierce?
Paul Pierce.
Who wants to spend their time talking about fucking Jeff T?
Paul Pierce wasn't even the best player in his class.
He wasn't even the best player on the championship team.
Well, he won Finals MVP.
Who was better, KG or Paul Pierce? And I would argue that Ray Allen was just as good as him in that series because Ray Allen was lighting their asses up. Set a record for the most series in the finals. Who was that? Oh, that was Ray Allen. Oh, okay.
You're going like 15 minutes.
No. I got one more thing. I got one more thing, and then we can get to the W. James Harden. Listen to me. James Harden is not a better basketball player than Dwayne Wade. Will never be, never ever has been.
You see that man grab 4 Trill burgers this weekend at Rolling Loud?
That's why he'll never be better. That nigga more worried about burgers.
That man
he worried more about burgers than winning
games.
That boy more worried about burgers than winning games. Because Philly
grab 4 burgers.
Like, we really not even gonna get into all the shit that James Harden. We're not even gonna get into James Harden's struggles because that's not what this is about. Or his failures. We're not even gonna get into that. We're not even gonna get into that. Because y'all already know.
Never let a team.
So I don't need to say him. Y'all already know. If you listen, you already know. So I don't need to say him.
Just putting it out there. He's never led a team to the finals.
I've seen. Never mind. I ain't about to get into it. I'm gonna just say Dwayne Wade is he's better than James Harden. He's better than Paul Pierce. So this dead it right now. Dead it.
Well, that's good to hear that you're doing good this week, Tariq.
That's the segment called Tariq Rants.
I say
Rants with Tariq.
The hoodie featuring the headband is what this episode is.
Hey man, stop talking about my favorite players, and I won't have to get on here and go crazy.
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Because I kept it mild. I could have said I could have went crazy for real.
You could have.
I could have really been disrespectful, but I'm gonna keep it.
Thinking about it, that was
classy.
That was a little mild. For some people, that would be spicy, but that was a little mild.
For me, that's mild.
For you, that's mild.
Because I was saying wilder shit before we even got on.
Oh, for sure. I was like, save for the pot.
But I ain't even say the stuff that I was gonna say. But the Olympic shit, once I realized that in my head, I'm like, what are we even talking about here? They ain't even think about having that boy on the fucking Olympic team. Like, no. Like, give me like Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson. Fucking.
He basically was trying to say, if I had a career that he had, I would be better. Well, duh.
If I was Dwayne Wade, I'd be better.
If I had the career LeBron James had, I'd be the best basketball player of all time, arguably.
What are we doing?
If I had the career Michael Jordan had, I'd be the best basketball player of all time.
If I had, I don't know, I got to get coached by Phil Jackson and play with Scottie Pippen.
I don't know why it hit me just now that's what he was saying, but
that's goofy.
It's goofy though.
Goofy as hell.
That's why you watch you. I don't know. That's weird. That's weird behavior, Mr. Pierce. That's weird behavior.
I'm not surprised. Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
That nigga shitted on himself in the finals. And...
he was like, no. He was like, come on, you guys are really that dumb. Like, who would sit in their own poop?
Him.
I was like, he does have a point here. Why else would he say that though? But like, still,
how this nigga got carried off on a wheelchair?
He got carried off because he had to go take a dump.
That kills anything that he ever.
I'm sorry, man. That's wait until after the game, bro. I'm sorry. You're not a gamer, Paul. You're not a gamer.
The boy said, I'm in the finals. My knee. I really got to take the shit, yo.
In the finals.
Roll me in this wheelchair. I'm gonna take it. And then he gonna say, I really just had to go poop. And then years later, be like, bro, I was just playing. Why would you joke about that? You wasn't joking.
Why would you say that on national TV? Why would you embarrass yourself on national TV and say that, and then come back and not say that?
Goofy.
You didn't do that.
Goofy.
All fair for you, man. But anyways, good to hear that you're doing good.
Doing good enough. How about you, my boy?
Doing all right, man. Can't complain. You know, been working a lot, working on a few things. You know me. I stay busy, man. I stay busy. But I ain't got much to say, bro. Yeah, let's get to it, man. Another weekend in W action. Another week of good performances. Another week of greatness.
Some other shit I gotta get. It's a rant. This is W related now, and this you gonna like this. Because, and I got stats to go with it now. I got stats to go with it.
Oh, can I introduce something first? Like,
no, go ahead.
All right. We can introduce it. What is it? All right. I don't even know what you're about to bring up, but we had a lot of good. We had some great performances this past week. See some season highs. See some good shooting from the field. Good performances on both sides of the ball. Teams play well this week, as they do every week. It's a W. It's the best of the best. Now, Tariq, what is it that you have to get off?
The best of the fucking.
You're not hot in that hoodie, bro, because I know you went off on Paul Pierce. I feel you about to go off again because you see you had another rant with stats to back it up. So I'm like, oh, you getting in your bag.
I'm in my bag. All right. I haven't seen the tweets, but I've seen the people talking about the tweets. If you don't think Asia Wilson is in the fucking EVP conversation, just stop watching basketball.
14 on 82% from the field. Let me say it again on a softer tone, just in case the mic didn't pick up, because I got like the little noise cancellation thing, whatever. 35 and 14. 14-17 from the field. 82% from the field. Do some math, If you put the numbers together, that's a pretty damn efficient game. Yeah, I don't know who said that Asia Wilson wasn't in the MVP conversation or who didn't have Asia Wilson in the MVP conversation. Whoever did or does don't know freaking basketball. Like, what WNBA games are y'all watching? Because they ain't the same games I'm watching. Can't be. I mean, hey, you know what? You were thinking like, well, damn, who's your top three or whatever? If you got to say so on our top, who's your top? I said it, and I've been consistent with it all season. If you've been listening, if you pay attention, I've been saying it all season. It's been Asia, Stewie, Alyssa Thomas. Now, whatever order is whatever order. But I really think, I don't know. My order is Asia, AT, Stewie. It's my order.
I got
Asia different with AT because, she's got a new coach. They don't got that much of a new team. I mean, well, they traded away Jonquil. Got a new coach, and they're still one of the top.
They got mostly the same team, though.
Yeah, mostly the same team,
which helps them.
One of the top three teams in the league. Second in the East, third in the league. Last time I checked. And bro, she's been doing a damn thing. She's had multiple triple doubles this season alone. Not in her lifetime. This season alone, she's had multiple triple doubles. And she's been a big focal point as to why. I mean, the one has been balling out too, but everything starts and ends with AT, bro. So she's in the conversation for sure. Asia Wilson. I already said it. I said in my TikTok video, my Snapchat video, not Snapchat, my TikTok video, my Instagram video, but yeah, I say it again. She's been balling out of control this season. Like, it's like she took another step. It's like, hold on now. It's like you watching a movie, it's like, damn, this is a good movie. Ain't no way it can get better than this. It gets better.
Like the commercial from last season.
Yeah. The video's
already not over. Yeah.
It's like, all right, no, it's like, so it's like watching a show, basically. Like, if you watch All American season 1, you was glued to that damn TV for at least good 5, 6, 7, 8 episodes, because every episode it was something that made you want to tune in, that got made the next episode better than the last. It's like that with Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson, year after year after year after year after year. Like, I thought last year, I'm like, whoa. MVP and MVP, DPOY, Commissioner Cup, and a chip all in the same season.
First to ever do it.
And she on pace to do that once again.
Like, Let them know. Talk to him before I get disrespectful.
And then you gonna like this. You gonna like this. I really equated it. I was like, hold on now. That means I really can't be mad at what the hell Jokic is doing. Because it's the same thing, man. Like the best is the best. The best is the best, and you can't discredit the best, bro. The numbers don't lie. They have the best record in the league, 22-2. Best record in the league. Is that might be the best record, best start to WNBA season ever. I didn't do the research.
22-2 is the best ever.
32-2 is the best ever.
22-2.
22-2 is the best ever.
Mm-hmm.
And who was that?
To start.
And
yeah, that's what they have right now.
Oh, that's what they're at right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was set by somebody before them.
No.
Okay.
Not
yeah.
at least.
I'd say it would have been known if so. Like they would have let us know. But you got the statisticians and all that. But put some respect on Asia Wilson, dog. Put some respect on the reigning MVP and Defensive Player of the Year and champion, Asia Wilson.
Face of the league.
Face on a motherfucking league, man. Face of the league. Let me stop. And she knows it too. Cause I commented. I comment on the Nike post. Listen, if you look at any of Nike's posts involving Asia Wilson, you will see me there asking where's her shoe. I'm surprised Nike ain't blocked me yet. I'm like, yo, where's her shoe? Where's the shoe? I love the Cosmic Unities. My boy Hassan, he's like, bro, I need a pair of those. He's like, what are these? I'm like, bro, those are the Cosmic Unity 3s. They're kind of Asia Wilson shoe, but not really because they're not the Asia ones. We're waiting on the Asia ones. I need them Asia ones. Listen. I ain't buying another Nike basketball shoe until they come out with the Asia ones. I'll go that far. I'm hooping my Pumas. I got my LaMelos, and those are comfortable too. I will gladly put my Pumas until y'all come out with that Asia one. So
put some respect on Asia Wilson. Basketball shoe.
Some respect on Asia Wilson, man. She is by far the MVP this year, in my opinion. Bias aside, she's the MVP.
I wouldn't say by far.
You want to say by far?
I wouldn't say by far.
It's more up in the air this year than it was last year or previous years.
I feel like last year was close too.
It was close-ish. It was close-ish, but like I said, it's 3 people. It was 2 people last year. It's 3 people this year. Yeah. And it's the same. Well, it's kind of the same 3 people last year because AT was in the running for it too. I feel like it was really between Stewie and Asia last year.
I think last year was really Stewie and Asia because like NECA had a case, but like not really had a case. AT and John Cole were kind of like taking away each other's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So, doggone Asia Wilson, bro. She's my vote for MVP. She's my vote for MVP. Bias aside, she's had the best year this year. She's played phenomenal on both sides of the ball. League best, 22-2. They added one player. Candace Parker. Well, two. But added one starter. And that's Candace Parker, who's played on a fractured foot and really unlocked the offense. But she's been out for a while. And they've been cooking still. Listen, man. Y'all can put respect on A. Y'all can put some respect on that woman right there. All right? Freaking statue. She has a statue, man.
Different.
All right, and then you got Stewie. Of course, Stewie's been balling out of control. Putting up. And she had 2 40-point games? Or am I tripping?
Mm-hmm.
She had 2. I saw one of them. Mm-hmm. That first one was crazy. You
knew she was pro ready when you saw that?
Oh, I knew she was pro ready. She dropped 40. I said, pro ready.
I just saw that clip this morning, actually. I saw that clip this morning. I was cool, Brian.
MVP ready. I should say MVP ready. She's in the combo. She's had some top, offensive performances this year, as she is one of the best offensive players in the league, I should say. And one of the better defensive players in the league, too. Can really do it all. Score at all 3 levels. It's really her for real, man. And they duke it out next week, actually. Next week. Was that next week? That's next
No,
Sunday.
it's like a week and a half.
Week and a half.
They play August 6th, right?
Not
Or
next week. Yeah, August 6th. So not next week, but the week after.
Yeah.
So not next Sunday, but then they meet again a week after that. Yeah.
Look, all I'm gonna say is this. That's not true. I'm gonna say this. I don't understand how they used a super team takeaway for Asia, but they weren't using it for Jackie in the beginning of the season because Jackie was people's #1 MVP the first couple of weeks of the season. They're not using it for Stewie because Stewie is in their conversations. Just because the Liberty don't look as good as the Aces doesn't mean they're not a super team as well, because they are. They are a super team. They have Hoodie, one of the greatest point guards of all time. Sabrina Ionescu, 3-point champion, All-Star, 2-time All-Star, triple-double queen, well, co-queen, something like that. John Quell, former MVP, Ben Delaney, former most improved player and All-Star. Brianna Stewart, probably the second best player in the league, if not the best player in the league. You mean to tell me, and not to mention they got Nyara Sabely off the bench, Kayla Thornton off the bench, Maureen Johannes off the bench. Like, they had this squad. And you're trying to tell me that that's not a super team? Because the Aces have Asia, KP, Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young. They're a super team because their bench looks a lot worse than New York. Like, now I don't mean to disrespect. I don't mean to be disrespectful when I say that, but their bench is not better than the Liberty. The Liberty have a better bench because Kirsten Bell, Kayla George, minus Alicia Clark. Alicia Clark is very, very pivotal. But those players, they don't bring as much to the table as the players from New York do, because they actually come in the game and they really, really, like, I'm trying to find the right word for here. They contribute. They contribute, like, actual, like, they really contribute to winning. Not saying that the bench players on the Aces don't, but they're not as needed because the Aces starters are relied heavily upon. So, Asia Wilson is 5th in scoring, 1st in blocks, 3rd in rebounds, shooting 55% from the floor. She's #1 in win shares, 1st in offensive win shares, 2nd in defensive win shares, 3rd in offensive rating, 1st in defensive rating. That's a lot of 1st, 2nd, and 3rds.
Yeah.
On the best team. On the best team. 22-2. So the face of the league playing better than anyone else in the league right now. I mean, you can argue Brianna Stewart's right there because I have her numbers as well.
I forgot to finish my point. Or why, like, whatever. I just got reminded. I remember I would be under comments, but I forgot why I forgot to say why I commented. So I was making the case between, Asia, Sabrina, whatever. I don't know. No, I don't even think I brought Sabrina into this. I was just like, these are cool, but where's the city to shoot at? And it's somebody's like, oh, maybe, because she's not, some people don't get the popularity at other players. I said, bro, this is the face of the league, Asia Wilson we're talking about. And she liked my comment on Instagram. I was like, ooh, my dog, that's my dog. That's A. She seen me play before.
I knew you were gonna do it. I knew you were gonna do that, bro. I knew you were gonna do that, bro. I knew you were about to do that. Once you were like this, I was like, he bringing it up.
He set it
I should have cut you off. I should have cut you off before you even had a chance. I knew you were about to do that. I just knew it. I know this too well. I knew he was about to do it. I'm going to tell it. He tell that story anytime he gets it. But yes, Asia Wilson is most definitely without a doubt, unanimously in the MVP conversation, and she's probably first. Brianna Stewart is a close second for me. She's second in scoring, fourth in rebounds. She's ninth and seventh in blocks and steals, respectively. Second in win shares, third in offensive win shares, third in defensive win shares, fifth in offensive rating, 10th in defensive rating. And she's shooting 40% from three, 47% from the field, 86% from the free throw line. She is playing at an unreal level right now. If you're telling me that Asia and Stewie are not in the MVP conversation because they're on super teams, that just doesn't make sense. But if you're gonna use the super team argument, you have to use it for Stewie too. So if you're taking out Asia, you have to also take out Stewie. You can't just take out Asia. You have to take out both. You have to take out both. You can't have it both ways.
I mean,
it's Burger King. What's up?
Right now. No, who better than another Nike basketball shoe to they give Asia Wilson 22 her signature shoe.
Absolutely. But yeah, like you can't have it your way. It's not Burger King. Either Asia Wilson is in the MVP conversation, and so is Stewie, or they're not, or they're both not, because they're both on super. So if that's the case, Alyssa Thomas will be your MVP. But we don't do that. They're the two best players in the league. And I think that's a given. I think the two best players in the league are Asia Wilson and Brianna Stewart. And I don't think it's particularly close right now. I think they're easily far and ahead the two best players in the league, both offense and defense. That sets them apart. You can't tell me that, oh, we're just gonna discount one of them because their team is better than the other super team. No. Because New York, they're gonna have to take more time to get theirs together because they brought in a lot of new pieces. Like he said, the Aces brought in two different pieces. They brought in Candace Parker, who is the easiest plug and play superstar in WNBA history, and then Alicia Clark, who is not a player that needs the ball in their hands to contribute. She's gonna play defense on whatever play you need to play defense on, and she's gonna shoot efficiently. That's all they brought in. The Liberty brought in two MVPs and one of the greatest point guards to ever play basketball. That's three players that you have to integrate into to a starting lineup. And then players that are on the bench were playing bigger roles last year. So they are learning how to play their new role. Point is to say, Asia Wilson and Brianna Stewart are both in the MVP conversation. They're 1 and 2. So your super team talks, now can't be MVP because of this. Not hearing this shit. Not hearing it. Okay? They're both in. That's mine. Oh, and my top 5 MVP, Asia, Stewie, AT, Fee. And then I put Enrique question mark. I would go Enrique. I would put Enrique next because who else you gonna put? Like,
I would say so too.
The rest of the team is like they don't even got to win a record. I'm not doing that. I mean, Fee don't, but Fee's been playing crazy, so I'm not leaving her out. But I mean, who else you can put up there? So that's my top 5 MVPs.
It's a solid 5.
John Quell.
Yes.
Looking like John Quell.
You read my mind, bro. That's literally was on my notes for next, bro. I was about to say.
That was the second thing on my notes. First thing was Candace. Second thing was John Quell. Third thing was Asia and Stewie.
But yeah, no, John Quell's has been looking better for the Liberty. Like she really, what game was it where she just went at whoever?
I feel like it
was it Indy?
I feel like it was the Fever. Yeah, it was the Fever.
Yeah, it was Indy, and she went crazy like to start the game.
Yeah.
And Bernard,
I think that's what helped her
in the last game. What was that against Washington? Mm-hmm. That team is deadly, man. That team got some killers.
I think that's what's helped John Quell is them getting her involved early. The last 3 of their last 4 games, I think she had averaged like 9 points in the first quarter.
Yeah.
When you get off to a good start, that helps for the rest of the game. She was able to get Aaliyah Boston in foul trouble. Some of the fouls were a little tacky. They're not good calls, but 18 and 11 on 6 of 11 shooting, 4 of 7 from 3. I mean, that's really good for a player that had been struggling up to this point.
What's my question?
What's up?
Do you think the New York Liberty have finally found their stride, like found their rhythm. Like
Crazy thing is, I still don't think they have.
really,
I still don't think they found that perfect mixture of figuring out when and how to get everyone their shots because Sloot knows that she doesn't need to take shots. She's gonna take the shots
yeah.
that are open to her.
So I
So
don't know.
you don't really have to worry about getting her shots. What you want to do early is get John Quill going because if you can get her going, then it's a whole different ballgame. Because Stewie's gonna get hers regardless.
These two people they got to worry about down low.
Exactly, Stewie's gonna get hers regardless, whether it be
Stewie gonna do
mid post, 3-point,
Stewie like,
in the
no, I'm
post.
coming through. No, listen, I'm passing that to John Quest. Who cooking up? She get her good little 10, 15 to start the game off.
And that's the
You
thing.
don't have to worry about
You can't double John Quill. You
because that
can't.
leaves Brianna open.
You can't double Stewie.
What's putting on her that size?
Yeah, you
There's
can't.
not really that many people that's that
It's
size.
not that many. It's not that many, especially
Even
since she's playing the 4
one of the person
or
that is
playing the
that size
5.
is on her team for one. The other one
Mhm.
plays in one team, and the other one plays on a different team, and that's just about it.
I was gonna say one of them are hurt after the season, so Bree Jones.
Yeah,
BG is in the West.
I was thinking BG, and I was thinking Asia, but see, they're not even. That's not even their primary matchup. Their
Yeah,
primary
they would
matchup
put
is
Asia
Stewie.
on Stewie. Yeah, yeah. So really, like she could really. I mean, Tierra McCowan in the wings.
Yeah,
They got size. The wings got size.
Yeah.
Shakira Austin went healthy.
Shakira Austin when healthy.
So there's some players that have the size to deal with her.
Back.
But John Quill at her best, there's nobody that can. When John Quill's playing at her best, there's nobody that can go her. She's different. Go watch her MVP
MVP, man. Come on, now what we doing here?
And
What we doing here?
maybe get back to me.
What's it talk about?
But they have spurts where you're like, okay, this is what they can be.
Yeah.
Because both them and the Aces can change a game in a minute and 30 seconds a game. Like, it's a 2-point game, it's a 12-point game in less than 2 minutes, literally.
Yep. Going to run.
I've seen it plenty of times. They just came back. They were down like 19 of them. They were down 19 last night, I think, or 2 nights ago. And came back and won the game. Like,
start firing all cylinders, bro. Ain't no time.
And it's crazy because of the different ways they can win games. Yeah. Like, they can win games close. They can take over a game. They can start slow and catch up. Like, they are figuring it out, but I still don't think they've fully figured it out because the one thing that is going to hurt them if they don't figure it out is the defense. Because the defense on the perimeter is not good. Sabrina and Courtney Vandersloot can't guard anybody. And you need to be able to guard against the Aces because the Aces can't. They can outscore you, but they can also stop you on the other end. And that's something that the Liberty are trying to figure out how to do more. Because they have 3 good defenders in the starting lineup, but when 2 of your bad defenders or below average defenders are both in the backcourt, that causes a problem, especially when you have to play a team like Aces where they have Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, and Chelsea Gray all in the perimeter. So they got 2 of them got to be guarded. Who's guarding who? Is the question. Who are you living with beating you? Is the question. Offensively, I still think they're figuring it out as well. Like, Brianna Stewart knows when to get here, when to get hers. Her and Sabrina and Courtney Vandersloot's two women game has been really good. But once they can unlock John Quill more consistently, Naja Laney can find her spots. I think it'll be noticeable when they have found their stride. And I think it's crazy that they're 17-5 and they really haven't figured out exactly how they want to play and how they need to play to win a championship. But when you have players coming off the bench like Maureen Johannes, Kayla Thornton, even Ayara Sabali, like, they are really contributing off the bench, and I think that can help them. But again, like Maureen Johannes, like, if she plays in front of one of those other guards, she don't really defend either. So that's a lot of guards that don't really defend. So they're gonna have to run some lineups where they're gonna have to put more emphasis on the defense, and they'll have enough offense. If you put out a Sloot or Sabrina with Kayla Thornton, Benai Jelani, John Paul, and Stewie. That's a really good defensive lineup. That's a defensive lineup that can stop the other side or stop a team on the other side and still go with and still score. It doesn't take away from their scoring because they still have 4 scorers on the court at the very least. Not saying that Kayla Thornton's not a scorer, but she's not a threat off the dribble. All the rest of them, whether or not it's Sloot, Marine, or Sabrina. So I think that those lineups work because they can lock in on defense and still score on the other end. And I think other than when they play the Aces, the talent is going to win them more often than not. Talent is going to win them the game because when you watch games, you can see it's like, okay, this team just missed a shot that they should have made. They're going to come down and make a 3. Like Marie Johannes just making fall away fucking 3s in transition.
Yo, with the leg out,
like
that's like, my listen. That's my type of carrying on.
They literally threw her the ball, and she caught that motherfucker on the wing.
Did that twice
and fell to the left. Catch. I'm like,
did it twice.
Like, how, you can't even like. There's nothing you can do. You can just shake the hand and be like, all right.
The swagger is unbelievable, bro. That's why she's one of my favorite players in the league. Like, she just be letting that joint fly. Like, she just plays just so much. Like, just so smooth, bro. Damn, she's so smooth, bro. Like butter.
Okay. Like butter.
Beef, bro. Just come through. Zoop. Bang. Or bang. Or like she even do like a little kick when she like lay it up sometime. I'm like,
yeah.
She be playing in the parks in New York. She just has that certain flair to her game.
Yeah, but it's something that European players have, like women European players have. Like, there's a player.
It's that finesse.
I think her name is like Yagapova or something like that. I don't know off the top of my head, but when she plays EuroLeague, she played. I think she plays with Satu. I could be wrong.
No, because I did notice that, like in the Olympics a couple of years ago, I was watching 3-on-3. I saw the Japan team play well. I was like, yo.
Yeah, they got some flair too. Like they be doing some stuff. Like even like watching China, with Hanzu and Li Meng, and there was another player that was like really going crazy. And I was like, man, they come over here and they make a play a certain way. They be like, nah. And China.
They go home. It's something about it's something about playing for your country. Because see, you know, like, I don't know, having pride in your country is different from country to country, right? Like certain players have pride, like real pride for their country. I mean, I don't know. US players, I don't know if they got pride in their country. I mean, maybe some people, but others, Austin Reeves, Walker Kessler. Those are some real hashtag real American, real 4th of July celebrators, real firework, real firework buyers. But the rest of that team, the other 10 players,
they got a different national anthem.
It's the Dipset anthem. I'm about to say, hey, look, you got the World Cup going on. You got the World Cup. Them girls play tonight, and you got FIBA World Cup next month. Hey, this anthem will be in my rotation. It might be my top 5 Spotify after the month of August.
We don't talk soccer on here, but I ain't never seen a team sing the national anthem. Why was that a thing? Why was people mad that the women didn't sing the national anthem? There was like one girl on the team that sung it. And it was like, since when do the players not sing the national anthem? I'm like, since when did they?
Honestly. I don't remember. I remember that was a thing that would happen at the end of the ceremony whenever they won, like the ceremony or who won first, second, and third or whatever. I know that's a thing. But before every game?
Yeah,
I think we was on that type of timing. Shout out to Sophia Smith though.
Shout out to Sophia Smith.
Come on, man. Her debut, she get 2 of them things in the first half. Tough.
Yeah, she's different.
Tough. Youngest in charge, too. Tough. Shout out to Sophia Smith. But back to hoops. What are you talking about? Oh, the Liberty.
Yeah. I was
Where?
pretty much done on it though.
Yeah.
We got to Marine Johansson, but for the most part, I was done. I don't think they hit their stride yet.
Okay.
But I think they're getting closer and closer with every game. Like I think by the time the first Aces game coming up will be very telling.
Yes.
I think by the time we get to Commissioner's Cup,
That'll be the very.
they should be at the point
like a week.
Yeah, they should be where they want to be going into the playoffs by that point, because you only have like 12 or 11 games like left after that. So
I
think as each game goes on, they should be closer and closer.
I want to Commissioner's Cup. Cannot wait.
Where do you think Talia Copper plays next year?
I know I tweeted this yesterday when you first asked the question. I said I would like to see her with Jewel Lloyd at the same time. Think about that. I mean, yeah, it's a firepower backcourt, but one of them gonna have to take the back burner, or it's not gonna be like every game. One of them's gonna score a lot, because Jewel's leading the league in scoring. Kalia can score at high volume. Someone's gonna take a dip. So it'll
be for the better though. It'll be for the better.
Yeah. Yo, what about Kalia in LA?
Okay, before we go to this, I have a question. So, if she were to go to Seattle, question. I know, but it had to do with your answer because I knew what your answer was already.
Yeah.
So if she does go to Seattle, she would play the 3 most likely. Drew would play the 2. She would play the 3. Now we have a generational draft. Would they take Cam Brink instead of a guard? Like, why take Caitlin Clark if you already have Joel Lloyd and Khalid Copper? When you go Cam Brink, if you run Joel Lloyd, Cam Brink, and Ezzy McMagor, they're back at the top.
Ain't nobody getting a shot off.
They're back in the top 4 immediately. They're back in the top 4 already. Just off that.
But nah, let's see. If Kalia Copper does join that team, they wouldn't need like a pass first point guard. Like that would be a team where Sue Bird would kind of thriving, because at this point, if she was still playing,
I mean, they could go Paige.
Paige
isn't someone that is absolutely hunting their shot.
No, but Paige is a top tier scorer though. Like she can score at all 3 levels.
She's also a top tier passer.
Yeah.
So is Caitlin. To be fair, so is Caitlin. They're both very good passers.
They're both great offensive players, but you would need someone. Trying to think of who. I don't know, someone like in a Courtney Vandersloot role in that type of team.
Yeah. And there's not a ton of they have Jaden Elborn, and she's very young, so they could try to mold her into that.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be easier for her if you have those 4 players playing alongside her. Yeah, that was my thing. Like if Todd does go there, would they go away from the guard route and go Cam Brink?
Yeah.
Because you put her next to Ezzy, that defense would go crazy.
You got Seattle. You got Phoenix. And who's the third team at the bottom? Is it the Fever? There's 3 teams at the bottom. It's Seattle, Phoenix, and is it the Fever or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and they got Jordan Horston too. No, I just thought they just dropped. Why would they bring in another guard to that?
That is a fact. They do it. So maybe they wouldn't go on top. So you said LA?
LA would be tough.
They can use it. They need the help.
They definitely can. They definitely can use.
They could definitely use her at the 2.
At the 2,
even the 3. NECA's still in play either the 3 or the 4 either way, so it really don't matter where you put her. So yeah, I can see that.
NECA needs help, man. Them boy wasting NECA's prime years, man. I don't like it. I would like to see the Sparks contending. Well, I don't want to sound like that. I was gonna say the whole, sports is good whenever like LA and New York are good. But I mean, oh no, the bigger markets, obviously when they're good, people are gonna pay attention to the bigger markets. It's more money for the league. Just better times. But oh no, LA's been through a lot. They need a breakthrough. They dealt with Derek Fisher for a long time and dealt with his shortcomings, and that's just a team that you want to see do better. They're moving in the right direction, I feel. They got some good pieces, but is it enough? No. They'll probably make the playoffs this year. Maybe. Last time I checked, they were in playoff contention. Don't know the standings off the top of my head, but yeah.
What are we talking?
The Sparks.
Okay, I thought I heard you say
I
Derek
said
Jeter,
last
so
time
I
I
was
checked, they
like,
were in playoff contention.
oh, I'm bugging. I thought you said Derek Jeter, so I was like very good. They are in the 9th spot. They're one game behind Chicago.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then the Lynx are one game ahead of Chicago. So close race. Neither team is super far behind, but I think I think part is what Phoenix does with Skylar, and if BG decides to, want to move on, which I don't think she will, but a lot of people are putting her name in rumors and such. I think Skylar does want to move on, so if she ends up on a new team, that could change some things. And a team that should try to go change or make that move is Chicago, because this is another question I have is like, where does Chicago go from here? Because they don't have first round pick for the next 2 seasons, and if Kyle leaves, they are in a very rough spot in terms of young talent and just being able to regroup and rebuild without draft picks. Um, so hopefully, they're able to like build something and let Kyle like, hey, you're our star player. We're gonna build around you. We're gonna bring in some talent. Like, I don't know. They better figure something out, because if she leaves, it's gonna get ugly out there in Chicago, and it's not looking pretty right now. So um, we'll see how that all plays out. Season not over yet. We still got months and months until we gotta really dig into that and figure out where she ends up and how that goes. I have like three or four more questions, unless you have something that you want to get to.
You said you had 3 more questions?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Will Connecticut shock the W world in terms of like in the playoffs? Like, will they beat one of the 2 teams that we're looking at? Like, all right, these teams are supposed to be fine.
No.
Okay.
I think the way that they shock the W world is if they lose in the first round, which I don't see them doing.
Wait.
Playoffs.
They would play Washington.
They would play Washington. Washington could be healthy by that time.
Now,
they still got half the season left.
My thing is, okay, so Washington, Atlanta, Dallas, I don't have multiple questions for them. If would you rather be in this? Okay, so Dallas, Atlanta, and Washington are fighting for the 4th seed. Would you rather fight for the 4th seed or stay in the 6th spot? Because if you fight for the 4th seed, you're playing Vegas in the 2nd spot. If you stay in the 6th spot, you're playing New York in the 2nd.
Either way, I'm is bro. 2nd round is gonna be tough.
I think it depends on the match.
Either way,
I mean, it's obviously gonna be tough because you're playing one.
It's obviously gonna be tough. I honestly don't see. I know what I said a couple weeks ago. about how I saw a couple teams beating the Aces, but those teams are at the top. So those teams would meet either in the finals or semifinals. So never mind.
Uh-huh.
But they'll meet in the finals on when Connecticut will meet them in the semifinals.
Who?
If I was saying, remember how I said either the Liberty or or the Sun could beat the
No,
Aces.
Connecticut will meet them in the finals.
You said Connecticut would meet them in the finals?
If they beat New York, they would play Vegas in the
Oh
finals.
yeah, if they beat New York.
Yeah, yeah.
So it would be what? So it's
Vegas would be they would if it ends today they play
Vegas.
Chicago.
So Vegas would play against Chicago. New
Yeah.
York play against Minnesota. Connecticut play against Washington, Dallas, and Atlanta. So Dallas and Atlanta 4-5 matchup. Do they match up against Aces second round?
Yeah, that's what they would play.
Okay, I see what you're saying now. So yeah, and then second round matchup would be between Liberty and Connecticut, and one of that was
Yeah, because we're assuming that the top seeds would win.
Okay.
In the 2-3 seeds.
Okay.
So it would be like Wings, Dream, Mystics matching up with the Aces. Like, would you rather match up with the Aces or would you rather match up with the Liberty? Because you're assuming.
I like my chances against the Liberty. A team that's not all the way.
I would rather play the Liberty.
Yeah, a team that's not
Especially
all the
if I'm
way.
like,
A team still
the
trying to figure
Wings.
this out. A team that has lost against other teams, like around.
I think all three of those teams would rather play. Well, I think easily they'd rather play the Liberty, but I think all three of those teams can say they match up pretty well with the Liberty because you have with the Mystics. Not only do you have a very good post defender, Shakira Austin, you have one of the best scorers in the league in Atlanta Deladon.
Yep.
And then you have some flat out pesky defenders in Ariel Atkins, Natasha Cloud, and Brittany Sykes. Yep. So we're going to give Sabrina, Courtney Vandersloot, and Betnijah Lane hell on the defensive end and make them work on the offensive end. So I think that could give Liberty some problems. I think the dream with Ron and Alicia Gray attacking those guards that I mentioned earlier with their defense, lack thereof in their defense, I think that could give them problems as well. And then you have the Wings with their post play and Enrique and Satu. I think all three of those teams can match up pretty well with the Liberty. I'm not saying that they would win the series, but I think they match up much better with them. And I even think I feel like the Wings can beat the Sun in the series. I'm not completely sure about the Dream, and I think the Mystics could as well. But I'm not sure about the Dream. I need to see more because they've been very up and down this year. Like they're really good, then they're not as good, then they're really good, then they're in the middle. So I need to see them. But I think Dallas has played really well this year, even though they have the same record as the Dream. Theirs has been a little bit more consistent. They had a bad June, but their July has been good and their May was good.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Dream have been way more up and down. Like they had like a 7-game losing streak at one point. So, and then the Mystics, they've been playing well and still haven't gotten, and they haven't been healthy. So, I think the top 6 teams, well, I would say 2 through 6. I think all of that is beatable. Like all that is like all those are good matchups. I don't think the Aces are worried about any team that's not New York. I don't think any team that's not New York gives them a problem. But that's just how I look at it. I just think the Aces just have too much on both sides. And it's not like they can't match up with post players, even though the Wings did get them the last time they played. So I'm very interested to see how this week's matchup goes. But yeah, I don't think Dallas could beat them in a series because they have to be consistent for 5 games, and Dallas they struggle being consistent for games in a row. Okay. Let's see. I want to give a shout out to under 19 team, Women's World Cup team getting another gold medal. Hannah Hidalgo, Chloe Kitts, Cody McMahon, Joyce Edwards, Talana Lapolo, Ray Cunningham, Kiki Rice, Grace Van Sluten, London Jones, Ali Ziebel, Jaden Donovan and Madison Booker. Joni Taylor coached the team, the coach for um, Georgia. They played really well. I think like watching them versus the under 23 team, I think they played better as a unit. But I think they also played lesser talent because there's not as much talent at the under 19 level as there is in the more experienced under 23 or not even under 23, but and at the higher level that the under 23 team have played. Do want to give a shout out to Jana Alfie for the Achilles in the 11th, 12th place game, which she shouldn't even be playing in that game, bro. It's the 11th and 12th place game, man. I know it kind of matters, but at the same time, it doesn't.
Oh, the 11th and 12th place?
Yes. Yes. Like, it didn't matter, bro. She shouldn't have been playing in that game.
The most regular times of players get hurt. Like, oh my gosh, like that was probably just like a little fun game. Wasn't even supposed to be nothing crazy, nothing serious. Like, just low, getting reps in.
No, I as soon as I saw the injury, I didn't really think too much of it. I was like, oh, it's probably ankle. And then I went back and watched it again, and I saw her turn around, and then I watched it again, and she grabbed for her heel, and I was like, she tore her Achilles. It's the same thing that happened to KD against Toronto. He turned around and like looked back because he thought somebody kicked him in his thing, and that's the same thing that Kobe said. Like when he tore his, it balled up, and he thought somebody had kicked him in his heel, and it's the same thing she did. She jumped and then she turned around thinking that somebody had kicked her in the back of her leg, and then she grabbed them out. She did. That's 3 years, or that's not 3 years. 3 players that have been injured in the off season and been out for the season in the last 12 months for UConn. Iceberry and Page both were out for the season after injuries last year, and now Jenna Alfie, who was gonna be really good. I mean, I'm not saying she's not gonna be really good, but she was gonna play a role on this team as a freshman. Like she was gonna be a key player, and now we gotta make it work with players injured again. So that's just lovely for good old UConn. But I'm hoping for the best for her, hoping that she makes a speedy recovery. And wanted to give a shout out to Team USA, another gold medal. I think they said 4 straight. So shout out to them.
Yes, sir.
They've had some wild squads.
Like yes, sir. America, baby. America. Yeah. Let me stop, man. That's the only time I like sports, bro. It was a World Baseball Classic a couple months ago. Be doggone World Cup in basketball or World Cup in soccer. Under whatever teams, patriotic to the fullest. But you see Kobe right here. That's me. That's how I am. When you see that USA across the chest on them jerseys. See that red, that white, and that blue? Man, all right, let me stop. But for real though, shout out to Jenna Alfie. I'm saying that right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, shout out to her. But yeah.
But
I'm sorry. I thought you could hear what was going on.
No, somebody said something?
No, my dad is just. Anyways. Anyways, man. While I'm on the subject, while I'm thinking about it, wanna send my thoughts out to Bronny James.
Absolutely.
He collapsed during workouts this week. Whatchamacallit? Due to cardiac arrest. Now that's scary in itself. Especially at 18, when your body is probably the healthiest, or like you're at your athletic prime, like 18 through your early 20s. And it just sucks to see that. Well, not see it because nobody saw it, whatever, but it just sucks to receive that news that he suffered that, no telling when he returned to the court, but that doesn't matter, honestly, bro. I'm just hoping that he returns to good health more than anything. That basketball can wait. Yeah, it's the basketball podcast, whatever. That basketball can wait. That boy, he is set. All right, his father is LeBron James. That boy is set. He ain't got to touch that basketball again. But if he does, I hope he is well and is healthy and has good health in doing so. Because that was a scary notification to get. What was that, Monday morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a scary notification to get Monday
No,
morning.
it was yesterday morning, I think.
Oh, yesterday morning? That was yesterday morning. That was Tuesday, yeah.
Sorry.
That was a scary notification to get because that very well could have been different outcome. But
That's a fact.
yeah. So shout out to Bronny, man. Hopefully he returns back to good health and return back to a good physical state to where
it's good to see he's in stable condition. I see.
Yeah.
After just a day. So
yeah. So I mean,
that was good to
shouldn't be too bad, but still, like cardiac arrest.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing to sniff on.
And I was reading up on it. That's like, one of the, I don't say leading causes, but I was like a thing for high school kids to die due to cardiac arrest during physical activity.
Overworking your body is.
It's some dummies talk about some damn vaccination or whatever. Man, shut the.
I'm not even. We're not even giving that no energy.
I ain't gonna entertain
giving that no energy.
But anyway, shout out to Bronny. Yeah. While we was on the topic of injuries and stuff, I meant to do it at the beginning of the show, but I forgot. But
I did too.
Yeah. All right. So we got Pick'em.
Yep. And I actually went and did mine.
Huh?
I actually went and did mine.
Actually went and did beforehand. Okay. You went 13-3. Yeah.
I went 9-6.
Yeah, let's go. That means I should be surpassing at this one, I think.
Yeah. I'm 74-37.
You said what? 75-7?
74-37.
74-37. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. All right. But you what?
74-37.
You 74-37. That's weird because I am 77-37.
Well, I was 65-31.
32 before this.
Yeah, I was 65-31.
So
and then I lost 6 games.
I went 13-3 this week, so that should be 16 games in total.
And then I went 9. So that would be 74. Oh, I don't know. I'm missing a game.
I'm about to say, I went 13-3. Yes, I counted wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, 13-3. Yeah, 13-3. So that's 16 games this week.
Yeah, I have 15, so I'm missing a game.
Okay, so I'm 77-35.
And I'm 74-37. So I'm missing a game somewhere.
That's why you're missing 2 games. You said 74-37?
Yeah.
Oh, you said 37.
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you think I said?
But hold on, I'm confusing myself too. So I was 64-32 last week.
65-31 for me.
So I went 13-3. Okay, I should be 77-35.
You said 13. So I
went 13-3. I was 64-32. This week I went 13-3.
Yeah.
So yeah. 77-35.
74-37. I don't know what game it is.
So hold on. If you 74 plus 37, And I'm 77 plus 35.
All right, I'm gonna go through the games.
All right, so you're missing a game.
Yeah, so go through the games that you have. And if I don't have it, I'll say which one it is.
All right, Dream Sun,
Got that.
Sparks Lynx,
Got that.
Sky Mercury,
Got that.
Aces Storm,
Got that.
Liberty Mystics,
Got that.
Sun Dream,
Got that.
Aces Lynx.
That's right.
Okay, so since you don't have, you said what was that one? Aces Lynx.
Aces. Yeah.
All right, so I'll just take that away from mine.
Yeah,
So we at
that's the one I could've
76.
God damn. I wish it should have been one of the ones that I lost. I for sure would have picked the ace.
Come on, man. I said, damn, you gotta be scratching off one of my aces wins, man.
Hey man, gotta do something. But
Now,
I think I missed.
now that you said it, I'm on you.
Games.
Now that you said it, I'm on you.
No, the crazy part is, like, I think when I'm hearing it, like, I'm saying it out loud, but I didn't type the Aces Sky game either. Like, I had to type that in when I was going back and looking at the schedule. So I was like, oh yeah, I remember him saying that. But I didn't see. I think I just skipped it. I literally watched the Aces next game.
Yeah.
And I was like, but it's not on him. I don't know why I didn't write it. But there was 2 Aces games and I didn't write. For sure would have said. I for sure said Aces. So those are. I mean, I wouldn't do that because those are wins that I could have used. It's the Sky let me down. Lost the fucking Storm. I think. I don't even remember who let me down. But 74 and 37. It's not what I should be.
All right, cool. So we got this week. We got Fever Sparks. Fever.
I have Sparks.
Liberty. Oh, Dream Liberty.
Liberty.
Lynx Liberty.
Hold on. Is that a different day?
That's a different day, yeah. I'm sure I read that right.
I have Liberty. If the Sky over Storm and Wings miss
yeah, they got a little back to back at the Barclays.
Yeah. Okay.
Storm, Sky, I got Sky.
Yeah, I got Sky.
All right, Mystics, Wings. I got Wings.
I have Wings.
All right, Lynx and Sun. I got Sun. All right, Mystery Dream. I got not Mystery. Mystics and Dream. I got Mystics.
I got the Dream.
Sorry, Wayne. Storm and Fever. I got Fever.
I have Fever as well.
All right, Sky, Mercury. I got Mercury.
Got the Sky.
All right, Mercury. Ooh, no, I skipped that. Liberty Sparks. Got Liberty.
Liberty.
All right. Wings Aces. I got Aces.
I have Aces.
All right. Link Sun. I got Sun.
Sun.
All right. Mercury Fever. I got Fever.
Mercury.
You said what?
Mercury.
All right. Dream Aces. Aces.
Aces.
And Liberty Sparks. Got Liberty. Cool. What else is there to talk about? We talked about Paul Peasy, and
I don't have anything.
We talked about everything in W. We need to talk about really. You watching the basketball tournament?
I am not, but I watched the. I'm not gonna lie, I did not watch the highlights either. I watched the Instagram clips of Peyton Siva and Russ Smith.
I did peep that. And don't they
go watch
other boy, Luke Hancock, right?
Maybe. I know they got Kyle Kurek. Shout out to Kyle Kurek. And then Shane Black. I think Shane Buchanan.
Buchanan, okay, yeah.
It's Wayne Blackshear and Shane Buchanan. I don't know if Wayne Blackshear's on the team, but I remember him playing. I think he wore 45.
Word. Shout out to Russ Ridiculous, man. The boy is back, man. Russ Russ, man, Russ, ridiculous, man. My guy right there. He cooked up for the Cardinals and hit the game winner in their game that they had.
I think he scored all the points in the Elam ending, if I read it right.
He scored like 8 points, or 8 points. And he had like 20 something first game. Easy work, slight work for Russ.
Paid Steve too now.
I ain't see his stat line, but
he was going down.
I'm glad to see them boys back together, man. Like, that brings, like Tariq said, back to middle school. Yes. 8th grade when they went and won. What's that?
Oh, I thought I saw Della down on the court. About to get mad because I ain't put her on the fantasy team.
But whatchamacallit? Yeah, Siva and Russ back at it. Shout out my boy Grant Village as well. Carl Charleston's own, former Cougar, doing his thing. He's playing for the Syracuse team, oddly enough. Don't know what his connection to Syracuse is, but it's cooking up for him. Boy's a bucket. He's had his time in the league, been on a couple G League teams. Hoping he gets that. I hope he gets that opportunity. So, yeah. Basketball is on. Basketball is never off. Like, you cannot escape the wonderful game of basketball. As long as basketball is being played, we're talking about it.
That's a fact. And you got people out here like, oh, I wish there was basketball.
Man, no, somebody in my damn comments the other day was talking about, like, ain't no way he talking about WNBA. No name, no face. I didn't pay it no mind. I mean, I'm bringing attention to it now, but the fact that he was just like,
niggas still
he tried to clown. He tried to clown, but it didn't go well.
Gideon's lame as hell, by the way.
Nice.
Lame as hell.
Bought a courtside ticket to sleep. Ain't no way you hate the W that much. Like, it's no way.
Literally.
It's no way. That you gonna
go.
What
do you gain? What do you gain from just trying to disrespect women for no reason at all?
I would have threw the ball if I was one of them.
I just don't.
I don't know. He's kind of weird. Like, I get
definitely weird. What?
I said he's kind of weird. I get weird vibes from bro.
Oh no, he's definitely.
I mean, I saw a sneaker shopping episode where he bought a bunch of sneakers for his community and like gave them out to like the underprivileged. But other than that, other clips and stuff that I've seen of him, it's been weird. Like, he showed up to a Dr. Umar like speech or something with a white girl. The only reaction he was gonna get, he even showed up there with a white girl or told him he had a white girlfriend or like a white wife or something. Like, showed him whatever. He was like, "Yo, I'm touched by your what you said today, man."
People doing stuff just to get people mad for content.
And he's like, cool. Yeah, he's like, "Yo, but yeah, this is my girl right here, yo." And I was like, this is obviously like a joke thing or whatever. I don't know. I just get weird vibes from bro. But
man, he plays in a 5v5 game with some creators like Mark from RDC.
Really?
They were two captains. And
I see like a creator.
We got like Friga, Marcellus Howard.
Oh, with Shorty
Cam Wilder, dude, this. Who?
Pika, the Asian Shorty.
I mean, she was in a couple.
And Lolo Fitz.
Yeah, they were in it a little bit ago. There was a league. Yeah.
I remember that's like the first. I think they was in the first one. But wasn't like Jenna Bradley in it too?
Jenna who?
I knew I said that wrong. I knew I said it wrong. It's something. Her last name starts with a B.
Jenna Bandy.
Bandy.
They weren't the first creative league, now.
You said they weren't the first.
I mean, they weren't the first one. Like, they had the dodgeball with RDC. They had kickball.
Oh, I'm talking about the hoops one though. I'm talking hoops.
No, they weren't the first one. They had a 1v1 tournament with men. Like Cash Nasty, Cam Wilder, Friga, like YouTube creators, basically.
Yeah.
And then they
had
that
one guy that's nice on TikTok. I forgot his name, but he was in it too.
The YPK. You
said YPK?
Is that who you're talking about?
Maybe he got dreads and like does all the crazy layups.
Yeah, that's YPK.
Yeah.
He's playing in the 5v5 game too. It's him.
Okay. I think they did like
Friga.
the time I saw it.
Yeah, he was. It was Friga, Chris White, and YPK. YPK.
Okay.
They were 3v3 team.
Yeah.
And it's like Cam Wilder, Crash Nasty, or Crash whatever. Crash something. No, not Cash Nasty. It's a different dude. It's like Crash Dummy. Crash Dummy.
Oh.
And then
I know Cash Nasty was in it too.
Yeah, he played with Zach from Two Hype and somebody else.
Jesser? Was Jesser in it?
Oh, it was LSK. Christopher London, but Christopher London got hurt in like the first game that they had, so they had to pick somebody else up. I think it's Kenny Chow. I could be wrong. Kenny Chow?
Kenny, okay, yeah. Cause I used to watch Two Hype like back in college when Two Hype was at its hype, like highest. Okay. I used to watch. I never really watched I was a fan of LSK, and then LSK joined Two Hype with Jezzer and Cash Nasty. I used to watch Cash Nasty because it's 2K. And yeah,
I didn't really watch their gaming videos. I've seen like I watch Marcellus, so if he reacts to certain videos, I see those. Like I see AMP's videos, but I see the ones that Marcellus reacts to. I don't really watch like their videos.
Man, I'm trying to get in on some of these runs, bro. I'm trying to listen, bro. Hey, we had 300 on Multiplicity. All right, 300 on Multiplicity. We got a 100 episode coming out next week. Yeah, I got no drafts.
Bye bye.
Yes.
Oh, block.
Yeah. Now shout out to guys Multiplicity Media.
Nigga off 300. Oh, Diamond, that was deep.
What else is shout out you for watching this far, making this far. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this to a friend that loves hoops like we love hoops, like you love hoops. Just give them something to listen to. Make sure leave 5 stars on podcast streaming platforms. Be on the lookout for new words from Tariq this week. Maybe me this week. Maybe it's Wednesday. No, it's Thursday by the time they're hearing this and watching this. So the week will be already finished, but soon be new words. Soon by the next episode. By the next episode, I'll have new words. Let's just say that.
We're gonna hold you there, Mr. B.
Fresh to the next. No need for you to ever sweat the next. All right, let me stop. My dad's music's too loud. Anyways, if I ain't got nothing else to get anything else. All right, this has been the Hoodie and the Headband podcast show with your co-host, Headband Beat Up.
For the Q-tip.
We out.